You're in the middle, not at the beginning when everything feels new and full of hope, not at the end when the finish line is already visible. You're in the middle, the quiet part, the heavy part, the part that makes you ask, why does it feel harder to keep going? At this point, many people stop, not because they're weak, not because they're lazy, but because they lose direction. The next step feels unclear. The effort that once mattered now feels small. Failures repeat, and one simple thought appears. What's the point? Feeling stuck in the middle is normal. Almost everyone experiences it. It happens while writing a thesis that never seems to end, while building a business that isn't stable yet, while trying to change your life but seeing no real progress. It also happens on a bigger scale, when we look at the world, at social inequality, at climate change, at injustice, problems that feel too big for one person. Many people lose hope before they even begin, not because they don't care, but because they believe their effort doesn't matter. But the real question is not whether you will feel stuck. The real question is, what happens after that? Now, let's get to the point. Most journeys follow the same pattern. High motivation at the beginning, high motivation near the end, but the middle feels empty and exhausting. Psychologists call this the stuck in the middle effect. At the beginning, every step feels big because you compare yourself to zero. Even small progress feels like a win. Imagine learning guitar. On the first day, playing one simple song feels amazing. Your fingers hurt, but every note feels rewarding. Progress is visible, motivation is high. But after a few weeks, things change. You can play basic songs, but harder ones feel very far away. Your focus shifts, not on how far you've come, but on what you still can't do. Mistakes stand out more than progress. That's when frustration begins. Not because you stopped improving, not because your effort is useless, but because your attention changed. You stopped seeing progress and started seeing distance. You feel stuck, even though you're still moving forward. One of the most effective solutions is simple. Break big goals into small steps. Not to lower standards, but to make progress visible. Small goals create small wins, and small wins keep motivation alive. They make the journey feel human. They remind your brain that movement is happening. This matters even more when we talk about big world problems. No single person can fix everything. There is no magic action, no perfect moment. When you only focus on the final result, helplessness appears. That's why many people disengage. In 2021, a global survey showed that more than half of young people believe humanity is heading towards a collapse. Yet, some people still act. They still move. They still care. Not because they're fearless, but because they believe their actions matter. History proves this. Big change never starts with one heroic moment. It starts with small actions, volunteering, voting, building communities, inspiring others through simple choices. Small actions add up. Emotions also matter. Moral anger is a signal. It tells us something is wrong. When guided properly, it brings people together. The civil rights movement is a clear example. Anger at injustice turned into collective action. But no change happens alone. Community is essential. It gives clarity when you're confused, energy when you're tired, and strength when you feel small. Every long journey will feel stuck at some point. That is normal. It is not failure. It is part of being human. The way forward is not waiting for motivation, not waiting for clarity, but taking one small action. One more sentence in your draft, one email you've been avoiding, one extra kilometer, one honest conversation. Progress doesn't come from dramatic steps. It comes from small decisions repeated consistently. If you're stuck in the middle, remember this. You're not failing. You're still growing. You've just lost the ability to see your progress. Change your perspective, and small steps matter again. So don't wait. Take one small action today, right now. Every long journey is built from small steps, and every big change starts with someone who chooses to keep moving, even just one step more. Before you go, write in the comments, are you at the beginning, in the middle, or near the end of your journey? Like this video if you choose to keep moving today. Share it with someone who feels lost, and don't forget to follow and subscribe, because your journey isn't over, and the next step can start right now.